Hey, Justin here from KneeRover.com, and today we're going to assemble the Quad HC. Alright, before we start assembling the scooter, we're going to go through a breakdown of all the parts and tools that will be needed. So here's your front axle bolts, 2 tie rod bolts, 2 larger tie rod washers, 4 smaller tie rod washers, and then 2 nuts, your knee pad locking pin, your wrench, your smaller Allen wrench, larger Allen wrench, and your height adjustment knob. All right, step number 1 is to install the front axle. You want to make sure that you got the front axle in the correct orientation. Make sure that these welded on nuts are pointed towards the ground. And you're going to take the scooter and line it up with the holes on the front axle. And you're going to start putting the bolts in here. Just lightly screw them in by hand. Then you're going to take your long Allen wrench and tighten them up. Step number 2 is to install the tie rods. We're going to install the smaller tie rod first. So you're going to take a tie rod bolt, larger washer, stick the bolt through the washer, and stick the bolt through the tie rod. And you're going to take a smaller washer, and we're going to stick it through the black plate. Then we're going to take another smaller washer, put it on the bolt, and then screw the locking nut on. All right, we're going to take your Allen wrench and your regular wrench and tighten it up. If you get it too snug, you will want to back it off about half a turn. All right, now we're going to install the long tie rod. Just going to line that up there with that hole. We're going to take a tie rod bolt, put it on the larger washer. Then we're going to stick it through the tie rod. And we're going to use another smaller washer, stick it through the black plate. And then we're going to take another small washer and then the locking nut. And then we're going to tighten this up with your smaller Allen wrench and your 10mm wrench. And once again, if it gets too tight, you want to back it off just a little bit. You want a little bit of play in there. So step number 3, we're going to take this steering column, we're going to rotate it upwards. We're going to pull this lever over to the left, pull it up into position, and you're going to take this quick release lever, pull it up into this groove, and then clamp it down. This one's a little shaky, so we're going to tighten it up. In order to do that, you're going to pull the lever back out, twist it a whole turn to the right, rotate it back into the groove, and then clamp it down. So your next step is to install your handlebars into the column. You're just going to drop those into the hole here. Then you're going to find your desired height, take your height adjustment knob, put it into the hole here, line it up with the nut on the opposite side right here, and then screw it in. All right, so your last step is to install your knee pad. You're just gonna open this quick release lever up, drop the knee pad into the hole there, find your desired height, put the pin in here, clamp it, then you're gonna take this little lever here and clamp it around. If it's a little shaky, like this one is, you're going to open it back up. There's a nut over here on this side. Twist it to the right about a whole turn and then clamp it. All right, so that concludes the assembly of the new KneeRover Quad HC. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to reach out to us at 877-737-9877, or you can email us at help@KneeRover.com. Thanks for choosing KneeRover.